Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. This is Nutritious and Delicious, and we will be exploring what are simpler ways to make healthy eating easier for families. I'm Anna Keyla. I am a patient navigator, and I connect families with the resources that they may need. And you can see now in your screen the agenda of all the topics that we will be discussing today. And I would like to start saying that as parents, caregivers, we want our kids to eat well and feel nourished with healthy food that supports growth. We want to have the family together, eating together because that helps us to bond. However, and it's unfortunately, in the United States, the majority of families, they don't have access to a nutritious balanced meal. So therefore, these family members are not putting inside their bodies the food that they need to keep them healthier. For example, I have this beautiful orange. This orange is rich in vitamin C. And vitamin C will help us to boost, right? To have a strong immune system. So if your immune system is strong, you will not get sick easier, right? You don't wanna, you don't will get sick as easy. So when families don't have access to these nutritious, balanced meals, then they are in high risk to get sick. And once again, it's the majority of the population that has no, they doesn't have the resources, right, to have this balanced meal because meals, food, nutritious food is medicine. Is what will keep you from getting sick as much. Therefore, I would like to discuss ways where we can have balanced meals on a budget. So, I would like to talk about the barrier of time scarcity. When you don't have much time, when you cannot plan ahead, many times you don't make the right choices. For example, my child has an appointment tomorrow. My child has a physical appointment tomorrow. And then after 1 hour and a half being in the clinic, my child says, I'm hungry. I don't have much money. What do? I run to a fast food restaurant. That's where I run, to a fast food restaurant. So because they have in their in their menus, they have items that are very affordable. And once again, my child is hungry. However, if I plan accordingly and if I drop in my bag um, an apple, a little bottle of water, a cracker, so my child can eat those little things, those snacks, and then what else can I do? I can cook the night before. So that way, my child can have an apple, can have a banana, so he can wait or she can wait to get home to eat the food that I prepared the last night that it has to only I just have to warm it up, right? That way I'm not spending money on the street and that way I know what my child is putting inside my child's body. Remember, and I will repeat this, food is medicine. It's the best way to prevent illness. Um, gastrointestinal and illness, and cardiovascular illness, diabetes, high blood pressure, many illness can be prevented when you have a very healthier habits and when you have access to nutritious and balanced meals. Also, something that I will ask you is what causes you stress? And when I don't have time to do things, that cause me a stress, and that's when many times, once again, we make choices that are not the best choices, maybe. So that's why I will give you a tip. When my children were toddlers, I prepare these bags, right? What are inside these bags? These bags have the clothing that my child will use, even the accessories that my child, the socks, the accessories that my child will use, and I will have 10 bags for 2 weeks, right? I have 10 of these bags for 10 days, actually, for 10 days. And then in the morning, I don't have to wake up that early. And I sometimes, and don't tell no one, but I am not a morning person. So in the morning, I will wake up, I will take the bag, I will dress my child, and I don't have to worry about it. So I will start a day without stress. But the trick is, and the tip is to be strategic with the time. Plan accordingly. What caused you a stress? Death, financial death. So try to connect with agency that can help you to create your budget, for instance, to help you to create a plan to take you out of debt. Try to identify what is giving you stress. And once again, one of the biggest causes of stress is the scarcity of time. Also, something that I would like to mention is that many times we have to decide what will I do. I will spend time with my family, or I will spend time cooking. Cook something simple. Cook something quick, or you can you can you can bring the family to cook. You guys can cook together. You can cook together, and you can have fun together. And even if you have a baby, your baby can be in a high chair next to you, and you can be making funny noises to your child while you're cooking. That's interaction. That's bonding. We need to be, once again, a strategic, multitask. Try to see what things you can combine, so that way you can have more time for the things that actually matters. So, in talking about saving time and money and stress, I would like to recommend you to always write your shopping list. Always bring your shopping list to the supermarket, because that way you will not spend time thinking what do you need. You already know what do you need. You have in your list. Also, sometimes when you don't have a list, you may get stuff that you don't need, and then you will forget the things that you actually need. So let's make our shopping list. Also, if possible, try to purchase things in a bulk. Sometimes you save money, because sometimes when you buy things in a bulk, they are cheaper, right? They're more affordable. Just be careful not to just buy many things that you will not eat. So just be careful with that. Also, meal planning. That's my favorite thing in the whole world after my kids. Don't tell my husband. So I love meal planning, because I, in each person has their different agendas and different schedules. In my schedule, I am only able to cook 3 to 4 times per week. So usually I cook for 2 days, right? So I think what I'm going to do to cook this week, and I'm thinking about the 3 meals that I will cook, and then I will purchase items that actually will be used for those meals. Why will I purchase shrimp if I am not planning to cook shrimp? Why would I want my shrimp just to be getting expired inside of my refrigerator? So try to plan accordingly. Another tip is to stay flexible. If you are planning to make a meal, but you find that the chicken is on sale, change the recipe, change the meal, and be flexible, because it's an opportunity that you have to save money. So remember all of those tips to save stress, to save time, and to save money. Now you are seeing it on your screen, the very famous My Plate. So it's a recommendation that the quarter of the plate has the whole grains, and then the other quarter of the plate, the protein, right? The meat, the eggs, the beans, and then half of the plate needs to be veggies and or fruit, because many times we think that we cannot eat this food or that food. Sometimes it's about portion control. So if half of your plate is veggies and or vegetables, you will be good and you will have a balanced meal. And I love the one that you're seeing in your screen right now. You can see that it's beautiful, beautiful a group of colors. It has green, and it has yellow, oranges. It has so many colors, and that's the trick to have balance because the products, the fruit, the veggies that are the same color, usually they have the same vitamins. So if you want to have if you want to put inside your body food that are nutritious, are delicious, and will help you to stay healthier, you need to add different colors, right? Like a rainbow. That's why they call it the nutritional rainbow. So the beautiful thing about this is that there is an amazing place in Jamaica Plain is Family Food Connections, and you can go every week. Every week you can go and access these beautiful products that they have there, these fresh products that they have there. And they have so many things. They have a lot of beans. I think all type of beans, right? So by attending Family Food Connections every week, you have access to a 75% of your plate. And remember, my plate is my plate. Doesn't look like your plate. You have a different culture. You have a different way to see things. So my plate is my plate, the things that I like. And if I don't like something that is green, like broccoli, I can eat avocado. I can eat lettuce. I can eat spinach, right? So remember to have fun and remember to invite your children so they can decide what veggies, what fruit the family will have. Because when they have a voice, when they have a decision, they feel more motivated to eat those things. So the fact that a food is nutritious, that doesn't mean that it cannot be delicious. You can add flavor. You can add flavor through black peppers, onions, cilantro, garlic. There are so many herbs. There are so many veggies that will provide so much flavor to your meals. So sodium is not that healthy because it's a mineral that solidifies, and then it could create like kidney stones, for example, if it is not eliminated from your body. So be mindful of the seasonings that you have access to. Read the nutrition facts labels. Try to see how much sodium those seasonings have, and try to also explore adding flavor to your food, to your meal through natural herbs and natural products. Another point that I would like to talk about is that if you have a child like me, many times it's not that the child doesn't have to eat something, it's a matter of the texture. Many times if you make some veggies, some fruits, for instance, crunchier, maybe your child will be willing to try if the texture is more looks more appealable to your child. So you have, for instance, the air fryer. Try to use the air fryer and try to use that to make the products, the veggies crunchier, and maybe your child will feel more motivated, will get more motivated to eat those things. Try to work around and play around with the textures. And so now, what do you see on your screen? Fresh avocado, right? But what happens? The avocado get soft, we throw it away. Why? Have you tried guacamole? You can make with your soft avocado, you can make guacamole, and it's delicious. And then if your avocado get even softer, so you can even make a mask, right, for your face. You can put it on your hair. So why I'm saying this is because many times we are very prompted, we are very quick to waste. Let's try to see how can we use what we have before we throw it away. You have tomatoes that you are getting very soft. You can make sauces with your tomatoes, and that sauce can go in pasta, beans, in meat. So try to, before you throw away your food, try to be strategic and try to be adventurous. Try to use your imagination. The trash can is the thermometer of your kitchen. See what are you wasting. If you are noticing that you are wasting a lot of rice, try to buy and to cook less rice, right? Let's try to save on that. Now is when I stop because I would like to read letters from our viewers. And I have this letter. Let me see what it says. And it says, "Hey there, my name is Juana Banana, and I love to eat bananas." That's great, Juana. "I buy tons and tons of bananas. I eat them fresh, and when they get mushy and squishy, I make smoothies. Do you know other ways that I can eat my bananas?" Well, Juana, of course. Think banana pudding, banana bread. Try to use your imagination. And in fact, you can even have fun going on the internet and trying to discover how other cultures use bananas. For example, in my culture, we have very, very green bananas, and we boil it with a little of salt, very minimum. We boil it, and then when it's soft, we eat it with our favorite companion. You can go and explore. And this idea is not just for Juana Banana. Everybody can go in the internet to try to explore quick, fun, fast, affordable ways to use your favorite ingredients. Try to shop in season. Why? When something is in season, it's more affordable, it's fresh, and many times when a fruit or a vegetables is not in season, sometimes they get chemicals to help their production. So it's better to always try, when possible, to access fruit and veggies that are in season, because there's more production of them, so then usually they are more affordable. Think about that. And if you don't know what products are in each season, you can go once again, use the internet as a tool of exploring. So go in the internet, have fun, and see what fruits and what veggies are most common in each season. Now, I want to share with you on the screen this QR where you can see Family Food Connection, which I mentioned before, is an amazing, amazing children's hospital food pantry. Family Food Connection is right behind Martha Elliot in Jamaica Plain. You should be accessing Family Food Connections. And also there are other community food resources on your screen. Please, please, scan the QR and have access to those amazing resources, because if you are able to get free and affordable food, that's money on your pocket. You're gonna be able to save for other goals that you may have. So please access those resources, and be mindful that sometimes when you see these recordings, or be mindful that when you see this recording, one or more of those community resources may have updates and changes. So be mindful of that. Remember, health is not just about nutrition. Health is physical, is emotionally, is mental, is spiritual. Be mindful of that. Have fun. Stop to smell the flower. Having a healthy lifestyle may seem hard to achieve, but it's not impossible. You just need a strategy. You just need to write down, if possible. You need to identify your goals, and it will be easier, especially if you have fun with it. Have fun and try to incorporate things that you like to do. You like hiking, you like walking, you like biking. Try to incorporate the things that you like so you can enjoy it even more. So if you have more questions, if you want more information, please visit our websites. So I hope that you learned something today, because I promised you that I learned so much every day, and I would like to share with you.